Good evening, everyone. I'm Paulo Salazar. A bill is filed in Florida which would shield churches and clergy members from liability if they refuse to perform marriages that violate their beliefs. The legislation filed by a Central Florida Republican comes after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in June that same-sex marriage couples have a fundamental right to marry. After the ruling, State Representative Scott Plankin went on Facebook saying that he would file what was dubbed the Pastor Protection Act to safeguard clergy members from being forced to perform marriages contrary to their principles. The bill filed yesterday would go beyond clergy members applying to churches, religious organizations, and their employees. It would also affect services and facilities offered to same-sex couples. Plankin says that the legislation is important with all the changes in traditional marriage that have happened in recent years.
We just think it's a good idea to put this in law now so that no pastor or religious professional would ever have to be forced to violate their sincerely held religious beliefs.
Carlos Guillermo Smith of the advocacy group Equality Florida criticizes the proposal. He says ministers already can refuse to marry couples.
This bill is a real insult to LGBT families. What it does is it implies that pastors need protection from LGBT Floridians.
Now, clergy and others in the bill would not be required to take part in marriages or related activities. Quote, if such a question would cause the church, organization, or individual to violate a sincerely held religious belief, or if the entity or individual. End quote. The proposal, which would be considered during the 2016 legislative session, would provide a shield from criminal or civil liability and would also provide protections from religious organizations, tax exemptions, government contracts, grants, and licenses.